Conservation became a priority in my life when I moved to Hawaii in 1988, when I finished my graduate work from the University of California and went out to Hawaii to do some research on Hawaiian lung seals for the Smithsonian. And as I was in this very remote area of Hawaii, I got to learn about the extinction crisis in the islands, and I became fascinated by it and felt, you know how you are at 25, that you can make a difference. I started with the Nature Conservancy in 1989 as the zoologist for the Heritage Program in Hawaii. I did a lot of surveys, we did a lot of mapping, and the idea at the time was to find out and preserve every example of the special, in my case, animals that make up the diversity of life on Earth. And I was there for almost 7 years, and we covered a lot of ground. We surveyed some of Hawaii's most special areas, and it was an incredible opportunity. What I really like about the Nature Conservancy is that, first of all, we have great people working for this organization. They are passionate and believe in what we do. And to me, the critical part of the Conservancy is that we actually get things done. We base our decisions on information, on science, and we implement that. And we set goals for ourselves that sometimes are far-reaching and almost feel like impossible, but then we go about doing our business and getting it done. And for me, there's no other organization with the kind of reach and with the kind of people and with this ability to get things done that we have. And it's just so rewarding to be part of an organization that actually get things done. So I started managing the legacy team, and I felt like I could not ask for anybody to join the club if I myself wasn't a member of that club. So I felt very strongly about that. And at the same time, I didn't know I had the resources to join the club. Around the same time, I was invited to go, as we often do, have staff join the Legacy Club trips. And I joined a trip of Legacy Club members to go to Pine View, Montana. And that trip really changed or added to my understanding of the members of the Legacy Club. These were incredible individuals, like me, some younger, some older, with an incredible passion for this organization. And they inspired me beyond anything I could really understand at the time or even can explain. It was just something very special about being there with them and about how they saw this organization as part of their family and how committed they were, and hence they had given this gift, which was beyond their lives and beyond their children's lives. And so I came home, I think it was right after that trip, and I said, I am going to make a gift. However little this gift is going to be, it's going to be my part in thanking this organization for the opportunity it has given me as a professional person, and also doing my part in whatever it can do after I'm no longer part of this world. I could tell you that Pine View was a very special place for me because I'm not a mountain person, and yet there I felt like I was home in a way, and those beautiful mountains and that big sky was just something that you don't find many places, and it speaks to your heart and soul. But then I went also to Indonesia, where I had the opportunity to swim in the jellyfish lake, and how many people can do that in their lifetime? And it's like a crazy dream. You don't even know what's happening to you. And the other side of that lake is just some amazing coral reef and sea turtles that you can swim with. And then you go up the mountains there where the orangutans are, and how could that not be special? And then I went to China, a place that was so beyond what I could really think about and understand, a culture so different than my own. And I fell in love with the country. I mean, you've seen it now with the Olympics, but the Great Wall is something that it was just so big and unmanageable to me. And then we went to the Yunnan province where we did our work at the time, and it was such a physical trip that I have to say it was very spiritual, because between hiking for 8 hours and traversing a pass that was maybe 13,000 feet and seeing the snow-capped mountains and the Tibetan flags, and it was just something that really reaches your soul, you know? Even if you're not a religious person, I think as a spiritual person, or even if you're not, I think your spirit is touched by something like that. And then I got to accomplish a dream that I had as a child when I went to Africa for the first time in 2005 and saw my first elephant in the wild. And there's no words to describe that. Anyone that wants to be more involved with conservation, I would say join the Nature Conservancy, whether as a volunteer, as a staff person, as a Legacy Club member. I think we're such an effective organization that whatever part you play a part. And I know it sounds kind of like goofy and fake, but I really believe in it. I really think this is a great organization that does a lot for conservation and for the people that depend on conservation for their livelihood.